I was reading through the comments on one of the last videos that I put on the channel, and someone had suggested I do how to sound like Daft Punk. Now, Daft Punk have so many different styles. It will probably take me about 10-15 videos to even get through half those styles. So I've decided just to pick one track and make a track based roughly on that track. Now, the Daft Punk track that I've decided to look at is Around the World. So I've gone ahead and made this track. I've already played the demo, so you would have heard it through. But I'm just going to go and break down what I've actually done. So first of all, we're going to take a quick look at the drums. There's nothing really special about the drums. The Daft Punk drums, there's nothing special about them, especially in this track. They're probably just sampled from other tracks. You can hear the kick is even, there's a slight, the attack on the kick is not spot on, so you're getting that little wishy-washy sound. But anyway, I've just picked some drums from a sample pack, and I'll just give you a quick play through them. For the kick, with nothing on. The clap, with nothing on. We have this little funky loop which came from one of the Vengeance house packs. And we have this hi-hat. Next up, we'll take a quick look at the bass. Now, the bass line for this, I've made a preset in Serum. You can make this on any Vocoder. What you're looking for is that French house bass. It's kind of very mono bass. It's very fuzzy and moves slightly. So what we've done is we've got these two oscillators set up here. Got a bit of a filter going on it there as well. And in the effect, we've got some distortion, compression and EQ. The next we'll move on to the lead. Now the lead is just a preset taken from the Viking VST, which you can actually download for free. It's called Soft Lead Sync Res. Give that a quick spin. I do have a bit of processing on this because it does come quite dry, so if we take all that off, we'll work our way through it. Put the low end out, reverb, sorry, delay, and then reverb. Bit of OTT. And then the filter as well. Note-wise, we're just going for a very simple pattern here. It's rising up and dropping, rising up and dropping. And then we also have this sort of old Commodore hit. This is taken from Viking again as well. That has a whole actual synthwave library free when you download it. And this is just one little noise. I've actually got two delays on this. So one of the delays is a mono delay. And one is a mono delay, and one's a stereo delay. It just makes it sound a bit more fuller. And then we have this little guitar riff. Done quite a few, so we'll actually take a listen to what it sounds like with everything turned off. Done quite a lot of processing on this. Let's just select that section there. So the first thing what we've done is added a gate to it. What a gate will do is it will cut off any noise below a certain threshold. And this is with the gate on and off. And And then next up, we have added a bit crusher on this. And then we've added a phaser. You can hear it starting to move a bit. And then after that, we've added some delay, some reverb. Delay. And just cut the low ends off, and then I'm going to finish it off with an OTT. So I actually changed this sample quite a bit there, adding all those effects to it. Next up, we have this pedal riff, which is just basically playing one note over and over again. This just comes from Tyrrell. So there are those elements in it. We also have, just look at these real quick, just some effects of sweep and reverse crash in there as well. So then we'll take a look at the vocoded part of the track. And so this is the vocal we've gone for here. I will just show you what it sounds like with nothing on.
Bass is kicking, drums is drumming, beating down the block, you can hear me coming. Bass is kicking, drums is... Bass is kicking, drums is drumming, beating down the block, you can hear me coming. Bass is kicking.
So this is actually vocoded, and we'll show you what we've got with this now. So to use a vocoder, we're using FL Studio's vocoder. And basically what the vocoder does, it will play the vocals back through a synth or something that you've got there. So it'll follow the notes of a synth and play it back through the synth. So what we've done here is we've just basically got this pattern here, which is very similar to the actual riff we've gone with, follows the bassline as well. So this is just a patch a preset I made in Sylenth. So this is it here. So all we've really done with this is we have kept the retrigger on so that it's always hitting at the same time. All the oscillators are in at the same time. With no detune, we've got 5 voices minus 1 here. And here we've got the exact same again. Just basically a copy, but we've kept the octave at 0. So what we then do is, this is going to comprise of 3 different channels. We've got one channel which is where the vocal goes. We've just done a bit to the vocal there. And then we have the vocal trigger, which is basically our Sylenth. And then what we do is we route them both. Right click here and route to this track hole. And then we do both of that with both of these. And then we're going to add a vocoder onto the track.
Bass is kicking, drums is drumming, beating down the block, you can hear me coming. Bass is kicking, drums is drumming, beating down the block, you can hear me.
That's what it sounds like. So what we're going to do, like I said, it consists of 2 parts, the mod and the carrier. So we have the vocals going into one, and see there the vocals goes into one, and the carrier goes into the other. And these are just this is just the basic default settings. Once we do that, it then
bass is kicking, drums is drumming, beating down the block, you can hear me coming. Bass is kicking, drums is drumming, beating down the block, you can hear me coming. Bass is kicking, drums is drumming, beating down the block, you can hear me coming. Bass is kicking, drums is drumming.
So we get that sort of Daft Punk robotic sound. So we've also added what looks quite a lot of process to this. So we'll just go through them all and turn them on one at a time.
Bass is kicking, drums is drumming, beating down the block, you can hear me coming. Bass is kicking, drums is drumming, beating down the block, you can hear me coming. Bass is kicking, drums is drumming, beat down the block, you can hear me coming. Bass is kicking, drums is drumming, beat down the block, you can hear me coming. Bass is kicking, drums is drumming, beat down the block, you can hear me coming. Bass is kicking, drums is drumming, beat down the block, you can hear me coming. Bass is kicking, drums is drumming, beat down the block, you can hear.
So that is the vocoder section of the track. And like I said, it just goes, follows the little pattern we've made. So everything, all the patterns are very simple. So what we're going to do now is take a quick look at how we've actually laid the track down. So we start off with so we've got obviously the main section of the track, which is this very simple bass line. And then the riff follows the bass line. But to start off with, what we have is we just have these notes repeating. And we have everything just filtering up. So everything's routed to a filter. So all we've done is all the channels we've routed to filters. So the kick, for example, and the drums, we've actually set a bus up over here now. To set bushes up over here, to decide what we can do is just pick a random track, dock to right, and that'll then route it over here. And let's say we have this channel here is let's say that's our kick channel. All we need to do is go down here, right click, route to this track only. What it will do is it will then play this channel, whatever's routed, whatever audio is routed to this channel. Instead of going straight out to the master, it actually routes to this channel first, and then this channel then routes to the master. So if we have, say, a kick, a bass, let's say a hi-hat, a clap, and a kick. So all the drums basically, what we can do is we can route all these three to go to this channel first. So this is in theory creating a bus, what you would probably see on other DAWs, like Cubase and Pro Tools and stuff. And then this bus then routes back. So we can basically have one effect affecting all these. So we can have, like I said, we've got a filter going. We have all these filtering up. And then just as the filter opens up, we switch into the other sort of bass line. Let that play a little bit. And then just here, we're going to have the start of it coming back in again, but we're going to do some with the vocals. So what we're going to do with the vocals, we've got two extra plugins on here, which are the bottom two plugins you'll see. So these bottom two plugins on the vocals are for effects. So we have the vocals filtering down. First of all, let's just select the vocal. Have the vocals filtering down. We just have the last section of the vocals looping, and this just follows obviously with this. So with it filtering down, and then what we're going to do there now is we're going to actually have this reverb quite wet, and then as we go along, as the filter starts to open up more, the reverb starts to get bigger, because obviously more and more of the vocals coming through in the reverb, and then just as it drops back into the track again, we actually cut the reverb off completely. And how I've done this is I've just this reverb here, I've just took that right down to 0. So that means instead of it like letting the last bit of the reverb play out, it'll just completely cut the reverb off. It sounds like this. So it just cuts the reverb off and just lets the track start up again. Yeah, so that's about it really for this track. Like I said, these how to sound likes, the how to sound likes, they're not how to sound the exact same. My idea with these videos is to just pick a couple of elements out of whatever artist we look at, or whatever artist I look at, and show you how you can get something similar to what they've actually done. So that's about it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching.